Number one, if you're struggling with your identity, this is what I'd encourage you. Address your battle. Your battle is not against flesh and blood. Your battle is against spiritual forces, principalities, rulers of darkness, cosmic forces. Your battle is against the enemy's desire to persuade you away from what God has said about you. And the craziest part is it's not out here. The battlefield is here. And we think of this as the brain, but I'm pointing to your head, but it only symbolizes the seatbed of your thought life, your mind. So the battlefield is the mind. 1 Peter 1:13 says this, therefore, again, this isn't the end all everlasting podcast. This is just simply like a few minutes to address struggling with identity. But when you see therefore, I would encourage you always go read above to see why therefore is written. But in verse 113, therefore, preparing your minds for action and being self-controlled. The reason for bringing up this verse, when I think of preparing your mind for action, you have to realize it's not just about what you're going to do, but it's because you're preparing yourself for war. You're preparing yourself for battle. And the battle is what you physically, mentally deal with in this natural world, what you see, what you hear, what you experience, what the enemy, what other people, and even what you take in yourself. As you are dealing with this world, you're going from physical to mental, and it's outside to in, and the battleground where that meets is in the mind. So again, if the greatest commandment is to love the Lord your God with all your heart, that's the core of you, your spirit, your soul, that's the seatbed of your emotions, your feelings, your wants, your wishes, your will, your mind, and your strength. These two are physical related. They're how you take in from the outside world, and you're having physical experiences. And the mind is what makes you or allows you to make sense of this. So even now, your mind is watching or listening to something. You're hearing words, which is a message. You're decoding that message as you're thinking about what's being said and how it applies to you. That's the mind. So here's my point. Therefore, prepare your mind for action. Realize the battle is in the mind. It's for your thoughts and your thought life. Hold every thought captive to the mindset of Christ. Why am I bringing this up? The battle is yours. God has already done so much through the giving of his son and now the giving of his spirit.